Hey, welcome to another episode of Next Level Teaching. Today we'll be talking about how do you deal with difficult people, how can you avoid burnout, and what message would I give to administrators on behalf of you. Episode 15, Next Level Teaching. Let's get it. Okay, question number one, what you got?
Could you share an experience that you had dealing with a difficult person and how you handled it?
Yeah, that's good. So I'll say this, let me kind of give you a few tips. For one, I would say to be cautious and to be calm. You don't want to come off as angry, you don't want to come off as upset. Make sure you eat a good meal, because if you're like me, you're a little extra grumpy when you're hungry. So be calm, be patient. Make sure you've eaten before you address this person, because you know they can already be difficult to deal with. And then I want you to begin with the end in mind. Like, think about what the goal is. What is the point that you want to effectively get across? And the same advice you would give, saying to someone working with students, you don't just tell them what they're not doing right. You tell them what they are doing right. You acknowledge that, and then you go into this one area here and talk about, this is something that you might be struggling with. Another thing that's going to help is if you've built a rapport with them. If you have a relationship with them. It can be really challenging if you don't have a relationship with them. So you might not be the person to deal with the situation. You got to also ask yourself that, like, you know what, I don't really have a good relationship with this teacher, so maybe somebody else should bring it up. Or I've been bumping heads with this administrator, maybe somebody else should bring up this situation. Or I'm struggling getting through to this student, so before I deal with this issue, let me build a relationship with them. For me, whenever I look at situations and I have somebody I have to talk to or deal with, and I know they can be difficult, I try to go into it with a positive mindset. The worst thing that I can do is not to give them the benefit of the doubt. So I told myself, I'm not going to take it personal. I'm expecting the best to come out of this situation, but I'm going to control my facial expression. I'm going to control my mannerisms and my tone, and I'm going to begin with the end in mind. Meaning, if I want you to walk away from this conversation and I want you to have a positive outlook on it, then there's a certain way that I'm going to guide the conversation so that we can meet our end goal. At the end of the day, they're human just like you. And most people bump heads when there's a break in the communication. So effectively, share with them what you have going on, share your heart, let it come from a pure place, and expect the absolute most and the absolute best to come out of the situation. All right, good question. Question number two, what you got?
Mr. Anderson, I would like to know, how do you avoid teacher burnout?
Okay. This is probably one of the biggest questions that come my way is how do you avoid teacher burnout? Because you've heard it before, right? And it's true, you're overworked, you're underpaid. It's a lot that you have going on. So for one, I'm gonna tell you something that you already know, and some of you probably struggle with it. But when you leave school, you need to leave school at school. All right, I know you're grading papers at home. I know you have your planning time, but there's a reason that they give you a planning period at the school. You really want to try to leave it at home. When you get home, you lock in with your kids, you lock in with your school. I just left a school a few days ago in New York when the principal told me, my biggest issue with my family, my kids always get on me, my husband always gets on me because I'm so engulfed in my kids and the students in school. And I get it. And it's a great thing that you're that invested in your students, but at the same time, you gotta worry about you. Because if you're not good, they're not good. So I think you should set a routine, all right? I think you should pamper yourself once a week. Go get your foot massage, go get your nails done, go play some basketball. Just have some time for you on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. I want you out hiking. I want you doing yoga, Netflix and chill. Make sure you take care of you. And you might have to wake up a little early, because some teachers feel like they burn themselves out because it's like when they wake up, phone calls and emails and text messages and all these things are coming. So wake up a little early. Have something that you can read, something that can pour into you and your mind and your spirit so you can feel refreshed, revived, renewed. And guess what? Those hours that you get before midnight, those hours are actually double. So you want to make sure you get a good amount of sleep, and you want to make sure you pace your day out, okay? And celebrate the wins. It's not going to all work out, so don't get overworked on what's not working out. Take it a day at a time. And when you have those breaks at the school and you have those planning periods, take that planning period for you. That is vital time that you need to take care of you, because if you're not good, these kids aren't good. All right, great question. Question number three, what you got?
What are some practical things you believe teachers want their administrators to know?
Hey, so that's good. So I have a chance to be a voice for other teachers out here. Okay, I like that. Okay, so all you administrators out there, all you principals and superintendents and deputy this and deputy that, this is what I feel that teachers would like for me to tell you. For one, we want to feel valued. We want to know that you appreciate the teachers. I know you got the rules and the guidelines, the bylaws and quotas you got to reach. I get that. But at the end of the day, I believe that these teachers want to feel like they're appreciated. And you can show appreciation by a few small things, like valuing their planning time, really honoring that. When you have some set time for them to plan and their planning periods, like don't disrupt it, like treat that like the holy grail, like it's like something really, really special and valuable because they need that. They're not able to freely just use the bathroom and eat whenever they want to. There's a set structure and time, and throughout the school day, it's so demanding. So I think when you honor that time that you give them, they're gonna really feel that you really appreciate them. And then they wanna know that you got their back. They wanna know that you're willing to fight for them, because it's not easy. You once, as an administrator, were once in the classroom, right? So you know how hard it can be. So they wanna know that you're not there to be on their back. They wanna know that you got their back. And I believe that when your focus is on how I can help you, how can I best serve you, how can I best assist you, it's gonna make those teachers stronger. And when they're stronger, our kids will be stronger. And when our kids are stronger, our country is stronger. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Stay tuned for this commercial, because I'm gonna let you know how we can nominate you to win a cruise. That's something our company is doing to show educators across the globe how much we appreciate them. Thanks for watching this episode. Check out our cruise commercial, and we'll see you real soon. Hey, what's up, my people? Jeremy here. And as you know, this year, we're on a mission to reach 1 million teachers. So I'll be traveling that much more, speaking at convocations in school districts all over the country doing professional development. Now, to show these teachers how much we appreciate them, the Jeremy Anderson Group is going to be sending 5 teachers on the cruise. That's right, and you don't just have to be a teacher. You can be an administrator, a counselor, social worker, bus driver, cafeteria lady. We're going to send 5 of you this year on the cruise. We'll be partnering with our friends at Royal Caribbean to create an experience you'll never forget. And we're taking care of everything. That's right, we're gonna send a limo ride to your house to pick you up. We're gonna take care of the round trip flight, and then we're gonna take care of the cruise as well. But I must admit, there is a catch. You can't go alone. Somebody has to go with you. And guess what? We're gonna pay for them as well. So we can be a spouse, it can be another teacher, it can be a friend or a child, but we're sending you on the cruise, and we're going to spoil you because you deserve it. So if you want to nominate an educator at your school, visit jeremyanderson.org, click on Cruise Getaway, and all the details will be there. I'll see you in 2019 as we take this to the next level. Hey, what's up, my people? Look, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and check this out. I've got so many more in store for you. So subscribe and do me a favor. Please leave me a comment, an emoji, a thumbs up, something. Let me know you're feeling it. Me and my team put so much energy, time, and effort into it, and it's free for you. Just let me know you're feeling what we're putting out here, and I'll see y'all real soon. Leave a comment. Peace.